Hello, my name is Marcus.
I'm Sean.
This is an episode of How to Kill an Hour where you send in your jokes, aka
Pun-ITH-ment.
That's right, it's punishment, man. Welcome back to another one. It's punishment. We haven't got time, so let's get into this, and I won't do any more stupid rhymes.
Pun-ITH-ment.
Alright, if you want to get involved in this, send your jokes into howtokillanhour.com/jokes. I'll kick this one off, Sean. What happens if someone slaps you at a high frequency?
I don't know.
It hurts.
Quite like that one, actually.
Quite good. All the sound notes are like... A weasel walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Wow, I've never served a weasel before. What can I get you?" "Pop," goes the weasel.
God. That is... It's terrible.
I think that's pretty good.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. After the Halloween jokes, that's a good one, though, certainly. A plane is flying to Toronto when Silly Sal in economy moves up and sits in first class. The flight attendant checks the ticket and says, "You paid for economy. Please return to your seat." Silly Sal replies, "I'm Silly Sal. I'm awesome. I'm going to Toronto and I'm staying right here." The flight attendant tells the pilot and co-pilot about the situation. The co-pilot comes out and tries to explain to Silly Sal, but Silly Sal repeats, "I'm Silly Sal. I'm awesome and I'm going to Toronto and I'm staying right here." The pilot says, "Silly Sal, huh? I've got this. I speak Silly Sal." The pilot walks over, whispers something in Sal's ear, and Silly Sal says, "Oh, I'm sorry," and returns to her seat in economy. Everyone's stunned. After, Sal is seated and they are up in the air. The co-pilot leans over to the pilot and says, "What did you say to Silly Sal?" The pilot replies, "I told them first class isn't going to Toronto." Chaotic. It's a little bit of a long walk.
Long walk for a short swim. A doctor gets a crazy idea on how to make more money. So he puts up a sign at the front of his clinic that says, "If I can cure you, I get $20. If I can't, I'll pay you $100. A lawyer turns up and decides it's his time to shine. He reckons it's easy money. So he goes into the doctor and says, "Doctor, I can't taste anything. Please cure me." The doctor tells the nurse to get some medication from drawer 33. The lawyer takes a swig, gasps, spits it out and goes, "This is gasoline." The doctor says, "There you go. You're cured. $20, please." Frustrated, the lawyer pays and leaves. He goes back the next day, determined to succeed. He goes, "Doctor, please cure my memory loss." The doctor goes, "Nurse, fetch me some medicine from drawer 33. "No way," the lawyer exclaims. "That's the same crap you gave me last time. Memory fixed. $20, please," says the doctor. The lawyer stomps away displeased. The next day, he comes up with a foolproof strategy. Doctor, I'm blind. Cure me, please." The doctor sighs and goes, "I'm really sorry. I won't be able to cure that. Here's your $100. The lawyer looks down at the note in his hand and says, "Wait a second, that's just a $5 blindness cured. $20, please." It's a nice little joke. I almost punched up the fuck line, but there you go.
Three friends were sitting in a pub arguing about who was the best lover. To settle the argument about who was the best, one guy suggested that they use a sound measuring device. The plan was they should all take turns and record how loud their other halves scream. They all agreed, and a week later they met again at the pub. The first friend said, "My sound meter hit 89 decibels.
Not 69.
The second grinned, "Mine hit 98. The third took a sip of beer and said, "Mine hit 128 decibels. The other stared, 128? What on earth did you do to get your missus to scream that loud? The third sighed and said, "Easy. She walked in on me fucking her sister."
Terrible. A gynecologist noticed his new patient was a little bit nervous. Whilst putting on his latex gloves, he asked, "Do you know how they make these?" She said, "No." He replied, "There's a factory in Mexico where people of all hand sizes dip their hands in the latex and then let them dry." She didn't even smile. Then suddenly, she burst out laughing. The doctor said, "What's so funny?" She said, "I'm just imagining how they make condoms."
A lost dog wanders into the jungle. A lion spots him from a distance and thinks, never seen one of those before. Looks edible. The lion starts charging. The dog freaks out until he notices some bones nearby. Thinking fast, he blurts out, that was some tasty lion meat. The lion slams on the brakes. What? Wait, this little dude eats lions? Nah, I'm out. But high up in a tree, a monkey saw the whole thing. He scampers over to the lion and spills the truth, hoping to score points. The lion growls, come on then, hop on my back. We'll get him together. They storm back towards the dog. The dog sees them coming, panics harder, then yells, where the hell is that monkey? I told him to bring me another lion an hour ago. That's a good one, I like that.
That's a clever one. If your girlfriend has bee stings, wears white, and smells like honey, she's a keeper.
I like that one, that's good. I told my wife, I've got good news and bad news. The good news is I was in a medical study for erectile dysfunction pills. They didn't have enough women, so they made us make out with men. I wasn't happy about it, but hey, I had my pills, I was rock hard, and we had amazing sex that night. She said, okay, so what's the bad news? I said, I was in the placebo group.
I was at a party when a guy walked in shouting, I'm the world's best architect. I thought, he knows how to make an entrance, but he was just putting up a facade.
Oh dear, oh dear. Dear, oh dear. Oh, I quite like it. At the World Cup final, a man notices an empty seat next to him. He asks, who would miss the World Cup final? The other guy replies, that's my wife's seat. We've been to the last 5 finals together, but she passed away. The man says, oh, I'm so sorry, but couldn't a family member have come instead? The guy shrugs. No, they're all currently at the funeral. An oldie but a goodie.
Ball is life. For some, not death. Thor decides he'd like to have sex with a woman. As such, he decides to disguise himself as a handsome man and visit a village in the small hours. He knocks on a lady's house and she, admiring his good looks, invites him right in. They have 7 hours of fantastic sex. After the event, he vanishes back to Valhalla. Pondering on the wonderful time and feeling bad for the fact that he wasn't honest with the lady, he goes back and knocks on the door. She answers. He says, I'm Thor. She says, you're Thor? I'm so Thor I can hardly piss.
Oh,
that tickled me, that one.
Did she have a list? Did she have a list before? Or
I think she did have a list before.
Did Thor give her the list?
Fuck it up. Oh my God. It got dark all of a sudden. Fucking hell.
Oh, sorry, okay.
Fucking hell.
After many years of marriage, a man asks his wife if she's ever cheated on him. The wife replies that she has never, but the man persists. And finally, the wife admits it. Only 3 times, and that she had always done it for him. Okay, said the husband, tell me about the first time. Well, she says, it was when we built our house, newlyweds. We ran out of money, and I made an arrangement with the contractor so we could have a happy life, you know. Okay, the second time, it was when you wanted to build a garden. We called the best gardener, and since we couldn't afford it, I had to make a deal with him. I did it for you too.
Yeah.
Husband sighs. I understand. And the third time? It was when you wanted to be mayor of the town and you were 35 votes short. In for a penny.
In for a penny for 35. In for 35.
Squid.
Oh, and there you go. That was another episode of
Pun-ITH-ment.
Thank you very much. If you want to get your jokes in, it's howtokillanhour.com/jokes. That's howtokillanhour.com/jokes. I really enjoyed those this week, man.
That was some good ones.
I really enjoyed that. Thank you very much for all of them. The Thor one. was quite.
Thought.
I thought it was fantastic. Super. If you want to get us on socials at How to Kill an Hour as well. In the meantime, stay blessed, and we'll be with you real soon.